Hi there, it's Ariana here. Welcome back to my channel. And as you're watching this, it is the start of a new decade. It is 2020, which is mad if you're like me and you remember the turn of the millennium, all the fireworks. You might have fallen asleep just before if you were young enough. And anyway, this is going to be all the empties from the last decade, 2019, not the whole 10 years. So as you can see, I've had a lot of hauls, and having a lot of hauls also means you end up with a lot of empties. Now, some of this stuff was gifted, a lot of it I bought. I will talk you through each item, whether I loved it, whether I hated it, whether I'll be repurchasing it, and whether it impacted my skin in a good or bad way, things like that. So stay tuned. So first up is an oldie but goodie, and I keep repurchasing this time and time after. And it is the La Roche-Posay Effect Clar, and it's the basically purifying foaming gel if you don't speak French. I think Effect Clar is the name of that whole range, and I've also got their makeup removing gel, and I've run out, but it is in there, of their moisturiser, and I think this whole range is amazing. I've got quite sensitive skin, mild rosacea. I get broken veins and redness around my nose, I get redness on my cheeks, and I get kind of hormonal spots, but because I've got rosacea, what happens is they don't turn into whiteheads, they just turn into these red, huge, painful lumps, and they don't pop, and then they scar, which is so much fun. So I try to keep my skin as clean as possible, and I think this really works at getting it completely cleansed. And whenever I get my face scanned, which I've had quite a few times, they tell you whether it's dry, whether it's sensitive, all that kind of stuff. Always tell me my skin is really well cleansed and very clean, because some people don't know when there's like dirt clogged in it because their cleansers aren't working very well, or maybe they don't use a cleanser. But this is what I use, and I've used this for about 2 or 3 years now, and it's my favourite cleanser so far. So sticking to the same brand, La Roche-Posay, which if you don't know, it's like a dermatologically tested brand. It's very safe to use if you've got hormonal skin, oily skin, combination skin, sensitive skin. If you're a teenager, I'd highly recommend this or any other kind of French dermatologically tested brand. So if it's in a pharmacy, it's obviously dermatologically approved, you know it's going to work wonders for your skin. It's recommended by doctors. So this, Avene, there's a couple of others, I think Vichy is one of them, or Vicky. But anyway, this is my favourite moisturiser. It is very thin. It reminds me of the Origins Ginseng moisturiser. It doesn't smell as good as that one because that's orange scented, and that is also in here. But it's very light, and it makes your skin glow basically. So if you want a very light moisturiser, which is great if you've got oily skin, it doesn't, you know, it's not too heavy. And if you've got sensitive skin, you also don't want anything too heavy, then this is great for you. And it's one that I will be repurchasing once I've finished out of my other moisturiser, which I'm currently using, which is by the Pond's. And as I was saying, this is the Ginseng moisturiser by Origins. It's a little bit pricier than the Effect Claire one. It's probably more kind of the organic type. Actually, I don't know if it even is. I don't think Origins actually claims to be organic. No, they've got no organic signs. So actually, the only difference between these two is that the Origins one smells nicer. And if you particularly like the brand, maybe go for it. But I don't think they do any difference to the skin. Actually, this one might actually have made my skin look better than the Origins one. But this one does smell very good in the morning. So if you like to have multiple moisturisers, maybe get both. I won't be repurchasing this, but I will rebuy the eye cream, which is what I've got still in my cupboard now. So still in skincare is my Pixie Glow Tonic, and although I really like this product, it does break me out. I've got quite sensitive skin, as I mentioned, and this is just too strong for my skin. I think they recommend using it every day, AM and PM, or as needed. Do not use this every day, and don't use it AM and PM if you've got sensitive skin. I use it once to twice a week, and I mix it up with other toners, and I use it in the morning. As I shower at night, I sweat, you know, in my sleep, and I'm not going to shower again in the morning unless it's really hot. So what I use is toner in the morning just to wipe off any sweat, dirty residue that's on my face that's gathered from the night. And I recommend, if like me you have sensitive skin and you won't be using this often, don't buy a big bottle, because this actually took me just over a year to finish, and I was really like, you know, using excess to try and use it up because it only lasts a year. So I've now got the one for more sensitive skin with jasmine in it, and I use a smaller bottle. This is 250 mils. So yeah, I used 100 ml I think, and it's travel friendly. And yeah, otherwise if you do use it weekly, it is a good product. It just lifts away any dirt, extra sebum that you've got on your face. So this particular product was actually gifted, and it came in a goodie bag at a festival. I think it was like the Glamour Beauty Festival, something like that. And I got gifted the ticket to go to the festival as well. So yeah, I thought it was good. It doesn't smell like much. I do like fresh products, although I find them quite deceiving, because although it's kind of makes you feel like it's an organic range because it's called fresh, you know, they've got images on their website and on social of all these, you know, beautiful plants and things. And I don't know why, the way they just present their brand, I guess they got good branding, makes it feel like it's an organic brand. But actually, from having researched, I don't think it was organic or even remotely organic. And I think it had actually a lot of chemicals in your skin. And while I thought it was nice and lightweight, smelled alright, I didn't think it actually medically did much to my skin. I didn't notice a huge difference in my texture, whether my skin was glowing, whether it looked more hydrated when I was using this. But it is a nice, you know, to use underneath your makeup just because it's lightweight. But I still opt for the La Roche-Posay over this. Oh, this isn't the right product. I'd opt for this one over this. I'd even choose a ginseng over this one because I didn't care for the scent for this. Although I think Fresh is a fairly affordable, you know, brand. So then I bought the L'Oreal Botanics hair mask, and I bought the whole range. I didn't like the shampoo because it made my hair feel really greasy, dirty, and I've got quite thick curly hair. This is being straightened to be waved, which is probably ridiculous. But I gave that to my mum because my mum's actually got quite thin hair. I don't know why, I guess different hair types, but my mum found it was fine on her hair. She really liked it, but for me, it just felt dirty, greasy, and built up right here. It wasn't travelling down to the ends. And same with the hair mask. It's alright, it's a decent hair mask, but I didn't notice huge difference in my hair. I didn't notice huge shine. I do prefer their normal range. Yeah, it was alright. I probably wouldn't buy it again. Ooh, so this was something that I'd never bought before. I love Space NK, and this is one of those things that I bought in Space NK because it was on sale and I was buying a load of other things. And I like sometimes just testing out new things, especially when it comes to foundation. And I particularly struggle with foundation because I'm quite yellow toned. I've got olive skin, but I'm very light skinned, especially now that it's winter. In the summer, obviously, I tan a lot more. So I'm always on the lookout for the perfect foundation, and while this wasn't it was lovely. It was very affordable, and I wouldn't probably pay full price for it. And this is in the shade 11 Glow, but in the sale it was just a nice, quite sheer, light coverage foundation in the summer. And it's quite iridescent, quite glowy. Yeah, didn't break me out. I did really like this. So Laura Mercier's Tinted Moisturiser is my go-to everyday foundation. So this is what I use every day for work, or if I've got like work meetings or I'm going out after work, then I'll use a more full coverage foundation. Whilst on the weekends, if I'm not going out, this is also what I'll wear just for shopping, or if I'm going for a walk in the park and I just want a light layer, this is what I'll wear, because it's also a moisturiser and it's also got SPF 20 in it, so it's great just for everyday use. This colour is nude. It's not quite right, so I got recolour matched when I got my latest one, so I'll let you know down below what colour I am now. And this is something that you want in, you know, in your tan colour when it's summer, and if like me you get a lot lighter in the winter like now, you want it in a different shade in winter, and then you can mix it throughout the year basically and wear it all the time. And this one is quite expensive. It's around the £30–35 mark, but I do think it's worth every penny, especially because I do use it every day, and it lasts me about 4 months, because you only want a little bit and spread it all over, or you can keep layering it for more coverage. So this one was also gifted, and this is the O. Henriksen Truth Serum, and it's basically just a vitamin C serum. And I had one of these gifted to me, and so did my friend, and I love it. It makes my skin glow. I noticed an immediate difference in my skin when I was using it. However, my friend broke out from it. So if you do buy it, definitely get a sample first, because I think vitamin C serums can be quite pricey. So, you know, there's no point splashing out on a product if it doesn't ultimately work for your skin, I believe. So don't pay like £40 or £50 for it. Buy a sample, see what it's like first, and I'm now on my second bottle. And yeah, I don't use it every day. I like to mix it up and alternate between using this, using retinol, using different serums, rosehip oil, something that I use actually every day nearly. But this is something that if I do use, I use it in the morning. So, so Luna has actually squeezed into the bag where all the products were. And she's loving it. She loves bags. She's crazy. Come on. So finally, it's another foundation. This was also gifted and it's in the shade Deville. And it's another, can you guess it, sheer foundation. Now, I know this is a cult beauty like favourite, so don't hate me down below for not really liking this, but I just don't think it's worth the splurge. And it's because it's not a tinted moisturiser. You don't get the added benefits that you get from the Laura Mercier one. This has SPF, it's got moisturiser. This is just a sheer foundation. And if I'm going to wear a foundation, I think I just rather wear like a full coverage one than one that's a bit shit and won't cover my spots. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I enjoyed in 2019. With a lot of makeup, I have so many eyeshadow palettes, things like that, blushes, bronzers, but they take a lot longer to use up because they're all powders. So if you'd like to see just my beauty collection, let me know and I could talk you through that. I have a fuck ton of eyeshadows basically. But that's everything. Let me know if there's anything that you've enjoyed that I used as well, or if there's anything you'll be purchasing after this video, or if you do purchase anything after this video, let me know how you got on, or message me on Instagram at Oriana Rosa and we can chat more in detail about any of the products if you are going to buy them. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!